My name is Chris Granger-Bell, and for my final project, I am doing the Reese method. I greeted the patient upon his arrival. When the patient entered the room, I verified the patient's information. I asked the patient what was troubling him, and he told me that the back of his head was causing him a lot of pain, and the pain was continuing through his eye. I confirmed with the physician via email that the x-ray that was requested was the Reese method. I then began the examination. The IR size was 10 by 12. The IR orientation was landscape. The IR location was the wall bucky. The source to image distance was 40 inches. The patient's position was standing up erect. I positioned the patient's head in a standing position with the MSP perpendicular to the IR. I adjusted the flexion and extension so that the AML was perpendicular to the IR. I adjusted the patient's head so that the chin, cheek, and nose were touching the IR at the same time. I rotated the head 37 degrees toward the affected side. The degree between the MSP and the IR measured 53 degrees. The CR location was perpendicular to the IR at the mid portion of the downside orbit. There was no angulation necessary for this examination. I collimated on all sides to yield the field size approximately 3 to 4 inches. The visual and appropriate marker location was at the top center of the IR. The KVP range for this patient and this examination was 70 to 85. The instructions to the patient was for suspended respiration. The anatomy demonstrated was a bilateral, non-distorted view of the optic foramen. Lateral orbit margins are also demonstrated. The items in profile were the frontal sinus, optical foramen, and the canal, and the inferior orbital rim. The end.